Humphrey, come here. Come here, Humphrey. Hold on. Come here. Buddy, he's sitting here and he's holding his toy and his toy looks like he's smoking a cigarette. Can I have kisses? Can I have kisses, Humphrey? He's been really sweet, but he's so bad. When I'm not home, if I forget to crate him, he does terrible things. Like today, he got into a whole package of rice cakes. Did you like the rice cakes? I love him so much. He's bad to the bone, but he's my sweet boy. Okay, get back to your treat. Sorry, I just looked down there and he looks so cute. And also, I think it's been a while since you've seen Humphrey and me. I'm finally on YouTube again. I know, I need to get back into it more. I promise I'm gonna try. Okay, let me press record so I don't forget. I have someone I want you to meet, and her name is Serene. This is a new toy that I'm really excited to share with you about. And I know what you're thinking, like, Adrienne, okay, you're gonna talk about the toy and discuss the toy on a podcast, but where can we see it? And guess what? Today I'm recording. I am over on YouTube on my channel at Midlife Craving Podcast. And I'm excited because I'm finally back on there and I get to show you guys this new toy. It has quickly become one of my favorite intimate wellness devices because it's unlike any other toy I've ever tried. When I first got it, so I have one that we're gonna unbox and I have another one here that I've already used. And when I first got it, I was like, wow, this is intense. Like, this is a different looking toy and has different patterns and feels that I've ever experienced before. And I was really excited to try it and it did not disappoint. And again, it's unlike anything I've ever used before. So I'm very excited to talk about it today. Before we get started, you can get it on tryserene.com. So that's try-serene.com. And also, you can get 20% off. Of course, I got a coupon for you, and it's code Adrienne20. So it's ADRIENNE20, and you'll get 20% off this toy, okay? I want you to add this to your toy box because it's amazing. So let's unbox this toy together. I'm also going to talk to you today about reasons why I really think masturbation, solo play, self-pleasure, whatever you want to call it, is so important. And I hate how sometimes it's judged or shamed because it's really vital for you. And I'm going to talk about the benefits of it. And yeah. And why I think everybody should be doing it. God, the world would be such a better place if everyone would just have more orgasms. And I will ride to the death on that statement. Okay, so let's unbox this toy. It comes, of course, discreet. And it has this nice box. It's a purple box. I'm trying to explain for you, those of you listening on the podcast. Okay, so what I love about this toy is it is super, super soft. I absolutely love what this toy is made of. And I know that it's 100% waterproof, safe for everybody, and rechargeable, of course. And again, I really love this because it's waterproof and I really want to try it in the shower. Haven't done that yet. But again, if you're watching on YouTube, you will see this is unlike any toy I've ever seen before. So it has like a penis-shaped insertable portion, right? But inside there is like this hollow with this flapper. And immediately I thought to myself, like, oh my God, like this is intense. But what it does is it totally stimulates your G-spot. Overly stimulates it in such the best way possible. Like, it was unlike anything I've ever felt before with a toy. I mean, it really does hit that spot just right. It almost mimics the come here movement, which I'm really excited about and something I really loved. Now, unlike other toys where you insert it and then there's like a G-spot portion and then a clit portion, this is not a clit sucker. It's not a clit pulser. It really, truly feels like someone's going down on me. Okay, it feels like someone's making out with my clit. It actually looks like a pair of lips and it has a little tongue in there. It literally looks like a mouth. And when I tried it, I was shocked at how real it felt. Like, I was like, oh my God, like receiving oral is one of my very favorite things in the world. I've talked about it a lot on the show, and there's a reason why. And this toy is the very first one that I've ever seen that replicates that, okay? So again, it's like You insert the penis like structure. And by the way, it's flexible, but it's firm so that you can almost set it and forget it. I'm going to give you a pro tip in a minute. But it's really easy to use, and I feel like it sat perfectly and fit perfectly on my body. Okay, so it has an on button and then this little lips button. So let's turn it on. Now, mind you, I've only used this toy twice, and so I'm still kind of new to, and I'm kind of excited, like, as I get to learn with you. But let's turn it on. Okay. Come on, is this one charged? Okay, plan B. Let's go to the one that's charged. Okay, it's on. All right, so the top button is the power button. I'm going to press it again, and that starts the G-spot. Let's call it a flicker, right? And if you're watching on YouTube, you can see, like, it really does, like, do that come here movement and stimulate that G-spot. Okay, so let's press it again, and it just moves faster. I mean, it's pretty intense. You can hear it. I like that it's quiet as well. All right, let's press it again, and it's even faster, okay? So that thing is, like, really intense. Now, I pressed it again, and what it's doing is it is moving the G-spot flicker, but also this mouth starts opening and closing and moving up and down. And I'm not kidding you when I say, like, that's something I loved the most. So you can press it, and you can move the mouth faster or slower, depending on your preference. So I had a lot of fun toggling back and forth. And again, it's only 2 buttons, so it was really easy to use. Like, oh, it moves slower, and then it's like a medium speed. So they call it soft, duo, and then intense. And I like it intense, okay? But I will say, this was a toy that really took me on a journey. Okay, so it was slow at first, and I was, toggling through, getting to know the toy, and at the same time being totally turned on. And then as I started getting more aroused, I was like, wow, this is really intense. And my G-spot was stimulated so much, and I was like, wow, this really feels good. And then I started focusing on the clit area, because I'm a clit climaxer, right? And so I started really focusing on it. And what I loved is that I can kind of hold it a little bit and place the mouth exactly where I want it. And it gave me an incredible orgasm. And it took, I would say, probably 5 or 6 minutes. And that's just because I was just enjoying the journey so much. Like, I have to say, this is a toy where I was like, I want to spend time with this toy. I want to set aside time and take care of myself, pleasure myself. In fact, you know what's funny? I think I'm going to use it before I go back upstairs, just because I have earned it, okay? And it's a really fun toy to use. And again, it's unlike anything I've ever used before, and I love that. There's so many clit suckers and clit pulsers and roses and, dildos and G-spot vibrators and all this stuff. But this toy is unlike anything I've ever used before. By the way, if you hear Humphrey in the background, I'm sorry. He will not leave my side, and he's just running around being a crazy person. Okay. Anyways, so this is the Serene Triple Wave, the Sensora Triple Wave. Again, it has these 3 guided routines. So soft, duo, and intense. So like the first setting is like gentle waves, right? Like I felt like I was like easing into the toy and relaxing. The second one is a dual sensation for balanced relief. So you have the G-spot stimulation and the mouth working on your clit, and it really does build that bridge to the orgasm, right? The last setting, and the one that I really, really was excited to get to, because I'm also kind of like let's see what this toy's got kind of gal. And so it goes to like these deep waves, and oh my God, like it brought me to orgasm so quickly. I was like, wow, like it's an intense setting with overload of stimulation, but in a really good way. And something else I want to say about this toy that I really, really love, I don't feel like I'm ruining myself, if you will. I will tell you something that's been kind of an issue. So I've always been a clit climaxer, and I've used toys for as long as I can remember. And it's kind of ruined me a little bit. Well, for me to reach orgasm, I definitely take longer than most women, I feel like. I also feel like a lot of women fake it, and you can get mad at me for saying that, but it's just kind of true. It takes a lot of effort. And I said to my partners, I'm like, listen, toys have ruined me. Like it's a problem. And it's because of the over stimulation of the constant vibrating or the sucking or the pulsing really, really fast. Like no human is going to mimic that, right? And so I become used to that. It's kind of like a guy who jerks off a lot and has like that death grip, right? And it can kind of fuck you up. So if you're doing that too, like you got to like take a break, take it easy a little bit, back up off of that, because you're going to have a difficult time reaching it with your partner. And I just want to say this, as much as I'm promoting, you know, self-pleasure and solo play today, it is not cool if you're doing it more than what you're doing with your partner. That's where I'm going to draw the line. And I want to talk about that because I think it's important, because it's so easy sometimes and just to like let it go. And like I've often thought about that too. Like I'm like, even now I'm like, wait a minute, Mr. Wright's upstairs. Like I'm going to have sex with him tonight. Like I should lay off of this, right? So I need to look in the mirror when I say that. But like it's really important. And if you're masturbating more than you're having sex with your partner, that's a big issue too. Okay, anyways, but I think this toy, because it's not a vibrator or a clit sucker or a pulser, it like literally mimics someone going down on you. I felt like my clit wasn't getting overstimulated. So I'm going to just solely use this toy for a while and see if I can get myself back to a level where I'm not broken, but look, it's taking a toll, right? Like I like a clit sucker, I like a clit pulser, I like something that like gets the job done, and it's definitely impacted me in the bedroom. And before, if you ever listen to my episode, The Day My Vagina Changed, before I would kind of bear down and I was a squirter, and that was a way that like really got me to climax with my partner. But ever since I had a hysterectomy and I had a fear of having a prolapse or putting too much pressure down there, I don't do that anymore, and I highly recommend that you don't do that either. I was definitely not smart doing that. Luckily, everything healed, and I'm good with pelvic floor physical therapy, and everything's normal, but I was really scared there for a little while. And I feel like this toy is going to help me with lessening up the burden of the vibration, right? So that I can use this kind of toy for a little while, and then hopefully with my partner it becomes easier and easier for me to reach climax. I know Mr. Wright sometimes gets frustrated, and I've had partners in the past who have gotten frustrated because they're like, Adrienne, I'm doing all that I can, and I'm like, I know, but like I just need to grab my toy really quick. Please don't be offended. Like, it's not your competition, it's your tag team partner. But sometimes it just kind of is difficult, right? I do want to say that we had this super hot moment on the couch a couple of weeks ago where he just like slid down my pants a little bit and he was just fingering me and brought me to climax. Like, and it was, oh my God, it was delicious. I want to do that again very soon, Mr. Wright, if you're listening. And yeah, it was really, really good. So anyways, I too am always working on something or thinking about something or improving something sexually. I'm not like perfect in the bedroom. Nobody is. And so I just want to share that stuff with you, because if you've ever gone through something like that, it's very real. And I think this toy, I think that it's going to help me not just like lessen up on the over vibrating, the drilling, right? Like it's like it gets to be too much. And so I love the way this toy allows for that. Okay. I also want to share, it comes with this beautiful bag that you get to store your toys in. I have gotten way better at storing my toys. So cleaning them, storing them, putting them away. So it goes in this really nice little bag and into my toy box. Big fan. Also, I got the water-based lube that they provided, and I really like it. I thought that there's zero smell, which I'm a huge fan of. It's not too slippery, it's not sticky, and so it's just like, I'm a big fan of using this as well. So thank you, Serene, for the water-based lubricant. I highly recommend. I'm not a huge fan of many lubes, but this one was really nice. Again, no smell. Like, that's huge for me. It's very, very nice. Okay, so you've met Serene. Now let's talk about what I love about masturbation solo play. And I think the biggest thing is that it's stress relief. I think most of us masturbate for that reason. I like to say, like, if I have a headache or if I can't sleep, or if I'm in a bad mood, or I'm grumpy, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired, or I'm stuck in traffic, then I'll just masturbate, everything will get better, right? But it's true. It's like a really good stress reliever. So highly recommend solo play for that. Also, if you don't know your body better than anybody else, how are they going to satisfy you, right? You have to be able to tell your partner what you like, what you're into. The other night, my friends and I were all talking, and they were like, do you like the up and down movement, or the side to side, or the around? And I'm like, well, sometimes it changes. And I think it's important to talk to your partner about that. But how would I know what any of those things are if I haven't practiced them on myself yet, right? And so, big fan of exploring with yourself, learning your body, what makes you tick, and then tell your partner. So I love the way masturbating can, increase your sexual self-awareness and also enhance your sex life, because you know what you like, you know what you want, right? And you can tell your partner, or by the way, you can do it with your partner. I use my hands, my toys all the time with Mr. Right, and there's nothing wrong with that. I also use toys a lot in the lifestyle. We all do. I think I showed you Mia actually puts her name on her toys, okay? So big fan. Also, it can, masturbating can also boost your mood and increase your self-esteem because you're getting that release, right? So that's really important too. And lastly, I think one of the biggest reasons why I think solo play is so important is because use it or lose it, baby. And especially in this phase of life. My gynecologist, who was on the show before, she literally told me, Adrienne, use it or lose it. It's just like muscle, right? And if you're not using them, you're going to lose them. And so it's really important. There's been studies that say that men that masturbate more frequently have less chance of prostate cancer. And also women, you experience less dryness. And also if you have painful sex, it can decrease that for you. And so big fan of doing all of those things. All right, so we met Serene, or Sensora, the triple wave. Again, go over to tryserene.com. That's SRENE. I feel like I'm going to spell my name. And add one to your cart today and use code Adrienne20, ADRIENNE20, and get 20% off your order, okay? Highly recommend. Again, it's unlike any other toy I've ever used before, and it literally mimics someone going down on you. I'm a massive, massive fan. So go grab yourself one today. Highly recommend. I have a very big and fun and exciting week ahead. Mr. Wright and I are going on an adult vacation, right? It's a real true vacation. It's not a trip. Because if you got kids, or if you have to cook meals or go grocery shopping, that's called a trip, not a vacation. This is all inclusive, margarita brought to me. Mr. Wright has completely spoiled me. We have a butler, which I've never experienced before. I'm very excited about that. And so if you're not following me on Instagram, at Midlife Craving, go check me out over there, because I'm going to be sharing all my stories, and I'm just really, really looking forward to this downtime with Mr. Wright. We are both so busy, just like everybody else, right? Life is happening so fast lately, and just to unplug a little bit and unwind is going to be really, really nice for us. And when we come back on next week's episode, I'm going to be talking about how to get your relationship right. Okay? Relationships, it's funny, I have a single friend and she's like, I'm so tired of being single. Where is he? And I get it, girlfriend. But I told her, I said, listen, being single is hard and being in a relationship is hard, because guess what? It is, right? And it all takes work. But I want to talk to you about rituals that you can have with your partner and date night ideas, practical and simple ways to be close and connected and maintain that intimacy with your partner in order to ultimately strengthen your relationship, because it's vital. And look, I'm trying to do things right with Mr. Right this time, and to be healthy and just, I don't know, I have a very healthy and strong relationship with him. And so I've actually used some of these tools, and I'm going to add them to our list to try, because again, it's consistent effort all the time. And I love him very much, and our relationship is totally worth it. So, and I want you to get your relationship right. So we're going to talk about that next week. Also, Mr. Wright is talking about coming on the show. What do we think about that? I really, really want him to. I'm hoping that he will. So that's something exciting to look forward to. I think he's gonna. I do. All right. So when you're listening to this, I'm going to be laying on a beach, and I couldn't be more excited about that than you can ever imagine right now. But I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will see you guys next week. And don't forget, this episode is over on YouTube, and I'm going to try to get back on here. I promise. And I look very rare. I have like this cheetah jacket on. So check me out over on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. And you know what? One more thing. I'm going to say like all the little millennials do. Make sure that you comment and subscribe and you rate the podcast. It means so much to me. You guys have no idea. So I will see you guys next week. All right. Let me press stop. It's so good to see you guys on YouTube. Leave me a comment and say hi. I would love to hear from you, okay? Mwah. All right, let me go turn this off because I don't know how to edit YouTube. Oh, God.